Hi, my friends. I'm back with a Moldavite and how it transforms your life, how it shows you all these beautiful things that we need to share with the world because it's time. Just like I have here all my things that I use for a spiritual bath. I want to talk to you the reason for a spiritual bath. And right now, while everyone is quarantined, you can do this. It's a beautiful message from God, how He teaches us all these things. Until you start doing them, you'll understand what I'm talking about with doing a Esther fast. The reason behind a spiritual bath is because we have past life scars, and we're trying to remove those past life scars. And one of the best reasons, or the best things to do, is a spiritual bath. So this is one that I did today, and so I figured I better show you guys what I did and the reason behind it, okay? The reason behind it is because there is God's code in our DNA. Chemicals, medications, vaccines, all of those things create our pineal gland to be calcified, and it stops us from learning the truth about God. So when you start doing a spiritual bath, it cleans up the pineal gland. And that's another reason you have to do a fast. And we're talking about an Esther fast right now while we're all caged like birds, guys. But the pineal gland is in your head, right? Well, it's very close to the C7 in your spine, and that's where you have an awakening. How do you have an awakening? By doing all these things. Spiritual bath is one way to do it. Fasting is another way to do it. It takes 30 days to have a true awakening. So if you start from one moon to the other moon, whether you start from full moon to new moon or new moon to full moon, it doesn't matter. It's 30 days, guys. That's how you get the juice in the pineal gland to give you an enlightening, okay? So that's why it's important to do the spiritual bath. And you can do a spiritual bath with a fast. Like I was talking about, doing a fast for 24 hours. You can do it for 1 to 3 days. You can do it for a week. You can do it for 40 days. But the best one is a dry fast, but you obviously have to build up to that and research those things. Now, what happens with a juice fast is it promotes a lot of things in the digestive system to start to kickstart that engine within your body. So that's one reason to connect it to a spiritual bath. And while you're doing your bath, it's important that while you sit there for 30 minutes to an hour, you talk to the water, you thank it, you know, you're talking really to God, and you're reflecting that back onto you. It's also important to, after you do your spiritual bath, to do oils on your body afterwards. Okay, because you're kick-starting that pineal gland to produce that holy code of DNA. Okay, that's God's code. And every time we put chemicals in our bodies, we're stopping that God's code. Okay, that's why it's very important to do your fast, to do your detox. Oops, I fell. Let's put it down here. That's Esther's crown. So a star is born. So what did I use here? I'm just letting you guys know what I used in today's spiritual bath. I did Epsom salt because it helps to tighten the skin. It relaxes you. It stimulates all your systems. It reduces inflammation and pain. Vinegar is one of the best because it does remove dead cells and it promotes the new ones. But it also reduces inflammation. It's great for the hair and the body. It balances out your pH. It kickstarts the digestive system, okay? I also added cinnamon because cinnamon is good luck, but it also attracts everything: prosperity, money, love, and it stimulates the blood. Okay. I also use cloves, and that works like an analgesic. So if you have any pain, it relieves the pain. But it also attracts, just like cinnamon, it attracts good luck and love and all of that. I also use chamomile. Normally I use the natural one, but just for the show, I had a box here of chamomile with lavender tea. So I just wanted to show you that I did use real lavender and real chamomile. I grow all of these things myself, but just for the purpose of the video, I have some in my cabinet, so that's why I pulled them out. Oh, I use lavender, like I said, because it does relax and it attracts. It's really good for just keeping the mood elevated. So I left here my peppermint plant so that you could see that I used real peppermint, and I'm showing you my oils right there, and on top of there I have anise and myrrh. So those are things that I used in my spiritual bath. I did boil them into a tea and then added them to the water. So once I boiled the cinnamon, the myrrh, the clove, the chamomile, lavender, the rosemary, and what else did I put in there? Okay, well, obviously the vinegar, baking soda. I used 1 cup of vinegar, 1 cup of baking soda, 1 cup of Epsom salt. So I would suggest you could start off with just regular baking soda and vinegar and water. That's enough. But if you want to add these things like I did, I just wanted to show you what I used today. But also, I hadn't had a bowel movement, so it does stimulate, like I said, the digestive system. So in the middle of your bath, you might have, like, all of a sudden your digestive system kick starts, so you might have to go to the washroom and have a bowel movement. So I'm just letting you guys know, if that happens, you know, that's because you had something stuck in your system. So go on and do your thing and then get back in the tub until the finished time. I set an alarm. Today I did 35 minutes, but you can do 30 minutes, you can do an hour. I had the water boiling, so I made sure that I had nice warm water when I was in there the whole entire time. I poured everything over myself, but I did put the baking soda. Oh, this is what I did. I ended up putting the vinegar all over my body. I just sponged it all over my body, and then I sponged the baking soda on top of my body. The reason I do that is because that does stimulate the new cells. It shrinks them. But if you have any inflammation or anything like that, it really helps to do that at least a few minutes before you get into the actual tub. So you might have to walk around the house naked, guys. I'm just saying, I mean, if you're quarantined right now, you're under this being caged like a bird thing, who cares? You're in your house, whatever. But I'm just saying, so I would suggest trying to do one of these spiritual baths so you could see for yourself the actual benefits, because like I was saying, we all have past life scars, and this is a moment in time that a lot of people don't understand what's going on. And just like in the Bible, you know, it tells you these things, you know, and especially in the Esther scrolls. You can look those up if you don't understand what I'm talking about. She went through a period of time where she cried and cried, and she was home alone in the palace. And you're not alone, guys. Just do these things and you'll understand who God really is and who the devil really is. So I'm just letting you guys know how to do a spiritual bath and some of the reasons. You can look into this a little bit further yourself and educate yourself. But I love doing these things a couple times a week. I do it because I have reduced some of my past life scars, and you'll understand to see what it does, how it just makes you beautiful. Like Esther is about to become a queen. You too are all kings and queens, guys. So treat yourself right and you'll understand what I'm talking about. So please share, like, subscribe, make comments. The more you hit the like button, the more that we can share this knowledge. And I do appreciate everybody's time during this Esther situation we got going on right now, where we're all caged. So God bless all. Thank you. Love you all.